Hello, it's Philip Taylor from Richmond Green Chambers speaking, and I'm looking this morning at a book from the Legal Action Group. It's written actually in agreement with the Council for Disabled Children, and it's called Disabled Children, A Legal Handbook, written by three people: Steve Broach, Luke Clements and Janet Reed. This is the book here with the orange cover, blurb on the back. And it starts off with actually a very useful statement right at the beginning on legal entitlements for children. Then it goes into the various areas, statutes and so forth at the beginning. Then it has the standard structure for the LAG, which is paragraph numbering at the side, so you can find the information quite quickly. And then towards the back you'll see there's a clouded area there. These are the three appendices which give the basic information you want, and then there's a detailed index right at the back. The book, as I say, is broken up into a whole range of areas, looking specifically initially at legal fundamentals, then dealing with things like children's services, health, education and so forth. Now, my wife Elizabeth and I have written a review of this book, which is on Flickr, and that's the copy there. It will appear on the wider web as well, and we've given it the title Empowerment for Disabled Children and Their Families. What we say is this, that what are the rights and entitlements of disabled children and their families? Well, the answer is in this new publication from the Admirable Legal Action Group, which provides many, or indeed most of the answers to this complex question, as well as organising and reassuringly giving the authoritative detail that we actually want if we're dealing with this area of law. The handbook's written, as I say, in association with the Council for Disabled Children, and it's actually available online, and is precisely what it says it is, functioning as it does as a guide to key areas of the law in this often vexed area of practice, covering, for example, as I say, social care services, education and healthcare, as well as legal issues, and it includes a summary of the newly enacted Equality Act 2010. So, at last, here is a book containing between two covers the information which the families of disabled children have hitherto found it difficult to access. In other words, in the words of the authors, the essential information about legal matters which substantially affect their lives and about the way the law might be used to assist them. That's really the remit. The inherent ideal here is to guide families of disabled children toward acquiring a quality of life at least similar to that enjoyed by the non-disabled majority. To that end, the text, in our view, is clear and well written, so family members can either read it for themselves or use it to assist them in briefing their advisors or advocates. Of course, it goes without saying that advisors and advocates, lawyers, social workers, healthcare professionals or students in this field will certainly find the book invaluable because it's a new title as we see it. A wide range of issues is covered, from understanding disabled children's lives to carers, equality, non-discrimination and transition to adulthood. Chapter 2 in particular deals with legal fundamentals, which I indicated earlier, and it contains succinct advice on sources of law and the legal framework which pertains to the families of disabled children. The stated aim of the handbook is to provide disabled children, their families and advisors with a greater understanding of their rights and entitlements. The difference between what public bodies must do in their support and what they may do is carefully explained, and that's actually very important for us as advisors. An especially useful feature of the book, in our view, especially for practitioners, are the extensive tables of cases, which are actually at the front, the statutes and the statutory instruments, as well as a summary of the legal entitlements and a table of international conventions and European legislation contained in the work itself. There are three appendices and an excellent index which I've indicated for ease of use. So to conclude, anyone personally or professionally involved in this area of law should acquire this thoroughly researched and readable guide from the three expert authors, and LAG have excelled themselves here. The law is as stated on the 23rd of July 2010, and the handbook gives empowerment for disabled children and their families. So well done, LAG. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.